Hello there good people, what is up? Welcome to this channel, my name is Marco and I am a self-taught programmer who recently changed career to become a full-stack developer. If you click there, it means that you too would like to know how to learn programming faster. So let's cut to the chase, and well, you can't. Sorry. Alright, thank you very much, I'll see you to the next one, bye. Okay, that was a bit harsh, alright? But hear me out. If you are serious about programming and you'd like to speed up the process, well then I might have something that interests you. As a beginner, I got caught in the so-called tutorials hell. I figure the more tutorials I watch, the faster it would be. Nope. Wrong. If anything, it slows you down because you don't get to try basically anything. You'll have a lot of theoretical knowledge, and also many tutorials are pretty similar with each other. So you just end up repeating things that you already know. So tutorials are out of the equation, just forget it. Then I figured, well, if I practice for 1 hour a day, I get 6 hours in 6 days. But if I put in 3 hours of a day, it only takes 2 days. I mean, bam, time travel. This is way faster. Is it though? Now, to me, speed is a measure of distance over time. And I have covered the same distance, meaning I have learned the same things in a shorter time. Did I? Not really. Sure, it took me 2 days instead of 6, but I still had to put in 6 hours of practice. So if you count the hours, it's a zero-sum game because you always have to get that many hours. Real speed would be learning something that requires 10 hours of practice and do it in 5 hours. That is really fast. Double fast. Now comes the question. How do I do it? Indulge me for a minute. I have been playing guitar for a long time and I've also gave guitar lessons, so I want to use an example in guitar practice. Let's say that you were a teenager and you wanted to start and play guitar. You want to teach yourself, that's fine, so you pick up a metronome and you start learning scales, one after the other. Harmonic, diatonic, blues, chromatic, and techniques, bending, picking, alternate picking, tremolo, pull-offs, you name it. Gradually you increase the speed of the metronome. After a year of practice, you will become a god. Believe me, a guitar god. Your technique is flawless. You can shred those 30-second notes, absolutely smashing it. And then something like this happens. Oh cool bro, a guitar! Oh man, play something. Play Wonderwall. Today is gonna be the day. Do it. Okay. I can't. Oh, okay. Oh, you want the cool dudes. The Shredders, I see that. Play Thunderstruck. Rock and roll! Okay. You see what I mean? Now let's transpose this scenario into programming. If you train scripts, algorithms, small problems, or the basics, after 1 year, you'll be able to pass any Google, Amazon, even a NASA interview. You'll know every little trick of the language. You'll be a champion in those one-liners because you know that super useful method that nobody knows, but it solves the day. And nobody could ever tell you that you don't know the language. But as soon as I ask you to write an API, or work with an API, or create a simple website or a simple app, now here comes the problem. You will be lost because you realize that real projects are not like simple scripts. They are not one-line algorithms, which, that's done. My job is done here. They are more complex. They are a collection of scripts or methods that need to work and cooperate together. Debug a script takes a relatively short time, but when it comes to things that need to work together, well then the game gets tougher. So what I'm saying here is that if you really wanted to speed things up and learn faster, you should focus your effort on quality, which means that the difficulty or complexity of your coding need to increase. You must challenge yourself. You have no idea when you're going to be ready, simply because there is no ready. So just get in there, go for it, try it. This is not true, of course, in the first few months. If you just started, I'd say in the first 3 to 4 months. At the beginning, in my opinion, quantity is quality. Whatever you write, whatever you code is good, is learning. You need to get used to the language, the syntax, the logic, the methods, whatever. But after that, challenge yourself with more complicated projects. By the way, this is also a very good recipe to escape tutorials hell. I can tell you that after almost 1 year of programming and tutorials, I came up with a very good project of my own. It had everything. I mean, it was a website with an API. It had tools for developers, authentication, email verification, password recovery, registering users, restricted routes, the full package. In a few weeks it took me to code that out. I think it was 7 or 8 weeks. I learned 10 times what I had learned in the many months before, watching tutorials, writing scripts, etc. And the time I could spend coding was the same because I was working full time, so the hours didn't count. And basically, I achieved 100 hours of learning in just 50 hours. I mean, that is speed. So when it comes to your projects, try to expand something you already worked on. Try to build something more complex around it. And if you don't know the answers, like how do I do it, etc., well then go online and check it. Stack Overflow, CSS tricks, MDN, whatever you want. But keep in mind that when you don't know something and you look for it and find out, there is where you learn. If you're always fed the answer, like in tutorials for instance, you might learn but way slower. And most importantly, you might not develop those fundamental skills for programmers like Googling the answer, reading and understanding documentation, take a look at the source code and get something out of it. So the final message here is, if you really want to learn how to code faster, well then challenge yourself. Look for quality. Take that leap and don't be afraid of not knowing how to do it. If you don't know, there is so much more that you can learn and gain from it. So just do it. Okay, so this is all I had to say. I hope that you could find some inspiration in what I said. You could learn something. If so, please leave a like. That will really help this channel grow. And if you'd like to share some of your thoughts, well then don't forget to comment down below. Alright, so thank you very much for watching. I'll see you at the next one. As always, stay tuned for more. Bye bye.